Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, long time no see.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on over here, do you know?
Well, they chased down one of the druggies on a cross property.
Oh,
They finally got him. I mean, he jumped off and ran. They fell over. They finally got him.
never a dull moment, is it?
That's just a bag magnet, that damn town.
I hear you. Ray's camera. Tapatios in the house.
Yeah, I tried to burn it down a few times. Yeah, I think you think they spray painted it, it's just fire. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not spray painted. Half fire, half spray painted.
Yeah, some dude ran from the cops on a motorcycle.
Oh no, yeah. Seems to be a problem.
They said the guy was running from him on a motorcycle or something.
On a motorcycle.
Yeah,
And that's not a motorcycle, right?
yeah.
Okay. Oh shit.
He's-
That's my car. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, crap.
What the fuck are you doing? No, hovering around my lid.
Uh,
Oh.
they'll probably let you out, man.
Yeah, no shit. No, I'm not trying to get out.
Oh.
But
Oh, you just
I
thought
noticed
something
from
might
the
have happened
cameras,
to your
yeah.
car.
yeah. I have to find out what's going on, you know. But so they found him, right? Or what did he do?
That's what these guys told me is that they
They
found
got
him.
the guy that
Yeah.
was,
The helicopter was out earlier.
Seriously.
But-
No way. Is that it right there? There it is.
Oh, he
Looks
took
like
off. Oh, he might be coming back.
He was
Maybe.
running from the speeding, or
I don't know. He was.
I parked like shit too. So.
There's my daughter.
Yeah, you're good to leave, man. Just wait for Oh, no. This guy's trying to run off. I parked like shit. No. Yeah, we already got him. He's no longer running.
So, yeah, apparently this guy
You don't want that.
on the this motorcycle here took off running from the cops. I heard the helicopter out and I tried to make it over here pretty quick, but apparently they nabbed the guy pretty quick. I think he's in one of these cars here.
Yeah, no, you're good, buddy.
I'm over on what am I on here? Buist and 12th Avenue. Avenue. Ray, it's good to see you, buddy. Apparently I missed some of the action. So I'll keep you off the camera. Tapatios, man, we're missing you over here in Phoenix, brother. Hope things are going good in LA.
Howdy.
Hey, how's it going?
Going.
Never stops, does it?
Friday. Saturday.
Yeah.
One of those days.
Well, we got something else going on too over here. Wonder where he's headed to. There was a domestic just down the street. That might be where he's headed. I don't really do domestic violence stuff unless it's a murder or something, but try to stay out of family business, you know.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, boss?
Good, good.
Snark and Sass, good to see you, buddy.
Had the alley lit up too.
The what?
They had this alley right back here.
Oh, did they?
Oh, with a spotlight.
Yeah,
No chairs, just a spotlight.
yeah. I heard on the scanner they saw somebody rummage around in the alley, but I don't know if it had anything to do with this or not. Farlap in the house. There's another something going on Fremont and 13th Street. I think that's where these guys are headed to.
I thought this kind of activity would have settled down after that guy went away.
Which guy?
Uh,
And on the
in that house there.
yeah.
I heard he got locked up.
Yeah, they say this guy's running from him on the motorcycle there. They got him though. I don't know if he's in one of these cars or they done took him away.
It ain't like it was in the 70s.
No.
Running on a little Honda 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up here, right down here, so I've seen it all.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere in northern Illinois.
Oh man. Well, Phoenix used to be more of a smaller town feel anyway, but not anymore, man. It's so crowded here.
And everything I've read so far, it's growing.
Oh yeah, it's growing like crazy. I mean, they're gonna have to take into account our water supply one of these days. I mean, we still have enough, but it's, you know, there's gonna
Yeah,
come a time.
This is true.
It's gonna come a time they're gonna have to think about that. All these greedy real estate people, man, they just buy up land.
Buy it and sell it, buy it and sell it.
Yeah. You was over there when the hijackers were over here, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. They ended up using my footage on the news.
Ah, good. Yeah, I'm Dad Racer. I was there on, I was watching you on YouTube when you were on Monty Way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right over here. Yeah, I remember that. Always good to see Snarkin' Hass, Snarkin' Sass, Farlap.
Hey, well, I'm out of here.
All right, brother. It's good to see you, man.
No problem, man.
I'm sure.
I wish I would not here.
Yeah. Well, anything happens, I'm usually, at least in this neighborhood, I'm usually on it. But
Yeah. We went to the third house. There's a known house. And the one next to it might be a known house. If it's a known house, they know. But the third one, everybody knows. Always.
Of course, this is where anybody running from the cops seem to end up right in this area right here, don't they?
Yeah, just can't check on my buddy who's 80 years old.
Uh,
So.
yeah, I
Take
know.
care.
I know one lady that lives right up here, about 4 houses down on the left.
The black lady?
No, she's a white lady. Got a couple of kids, although they're grown, but I think they're back living with her now. So, Keebler, good to see you.
That's the house I was talking about.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, is there maybe your kids are on?
1, 2, 3, yeah, 4.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right next door to the third one, the known house.
I don't know if it's exactly 4. I'd have to go down there and look, but
Yeah,
here comes a tow truck. I'm gonna get a shot of this bike before they take it away.
there you go.
Take care, man.
Take care. Hopefully I don't see it.
Yeah. Nope, there's the bike that ran from the cops. Oh, I thought that was the tow truck. Keeler, I hope, oh shoot. Sorry, I lost you guys there for a minute. Keeber, I hope you're doing well. I kind of got here just after the fact, guys, that this Keebler just showing up here. This guy's running from the cops on a motorcycle, and they caught him up here. They had the helicopter out checking out the alleys too, but they finally caught him, I guess. Sounds good, Keeber. Praying for you. For sure. Heck, this is my first time back in, oh man, it's been about 3 weeks or a month. I didn't have a car for 2 weeks. I was going through a parking lot and the guy backed his truck out and just scraped the whole side of my car up. Luckily he had insurance, but I couldn't work for 2 weeks, which that didn't bother me too much, but my wife was a little and no, it did bother me. I needed to get back to work, and I didn't have a car to go do anything. Cop pranks? I'll have to look that up, Keeler. Is that where the like people go out and just prank the cops and then they end up getting in trouble? Shoot. Well, there was about 7 cops here when I got here, but they're all gone, waiting on a tow truck come pick up this motorcycle that ran from the cops. Hey, Corey. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it is Montana.
What's
I
up?
know it looks like Montana from the back.
Yeah. How you doing, huh?
Good, what are you doing?
Filming for my YouTube channel.
Oh. So what happened?
This motorcycle right here ran from the cops, and they caught up with him over here.
Oh, so that had nothing to do with the car that was screeching through the neighborhood.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay, so this had nothing to do with what happened right before that. There was they were partying on the corner, they had the music blaring. I was sitting up here. I heard an argument, and then I heard tires screeching, and I thought it was from the corner. And then the cops showed up and came over here. So what I heard had nothing to do with what's going on.
Could have been a motorcycle screeching?
No, it was a car.
It was a car.
It was a car.
And they were looking for somebody in the alley back here too, but they had the helicopter up too. You probably heard that. Huh? Yeah, I heard that from my house, and that's why I came over here. But
Yeah, see, this is a full house, so anything you think goes wrong, they automatically fucking come here.
yeah, I've been over here more than once.
Yeah.
This area. Matter of fact, the guys on the corner down there, the old guys, I know them now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Jim and what's the other guy's name? Jimbo and I think Mike.
Yeah, they seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, whenever, I don't know if you was around when the hijacking took place up on like in
Yeah.
and
yeah,
it ended up.
the SUV was right here, ended up right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the news people used my footage
Oh, really?
on that
Cool.
because I got them actually arresting the guys.
Yeah, no, I was out here the whole time. That was going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't have made it over here because they had it all
Yeah.
blocked
yeah, they
off.
left that car running right there in the driveway for hours and hours and hours. I don't think they ever shut it off.
Oh,
But they're running there. Yeah, when they was hijacking people with the, I think it was an AR.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky on that one because I was coming home down Dobbins from the coming west, and like I got to 7th Avenue, almost to Sam's, and like 15 cop cars just blew right by me. I was like, oh, cool, time to go to work, and I got here between them and the rest of the cops showing up, so I was right on the scene. And then about 20 minutes later, I did an interview with every news channel, including Telemundo. But I think it was Channel 12. They asked, hey, can we use your footage? And I said, yeah. So they came to the house and transferred it over. He's like, what do you want? Do you want anything? I said, just put my channel name up, you know.
So what is your channel name?
M&M Street Media. I have about almost 1,400 followers. I'm trying to get a lot more local people though. But
How long have you been doing this?
since the pandemic, I was out of work, so, and I always watch these videos.
Does it generate anything for you?
Nah, I'm not really doing it for money. I could, you know, but you got to have a lot of followers to where you can make a living at it. A friend of mine, he makes about 6,000 or 7,000 a month, but he gets arrested all the time. So,
So he uses his own footage, huh?
huh?
He uses his own footage?
Yeah, yeah, I do too. I'm live right now, but and now it's kind of cool now because most of the South Phoenix cops know me. They don't really mess with me too much. So
Yeah, when I got here right here, I was Jacob, that looks like Montana 73. He's like, see what Twister says? No. So it just looks like him. And when you spoke, it's like, oh wow, it is Montana.
yeah, they usually let me get closer than normal and stuff now because they know who I am and that. Matter of fact, there was a guy on a motorcycle ran from cops over on 7th Avenue, ended up at the Circle K on 7th Avenue and Baseline, and he on the right side of Circle K, there's a little fence there, and he jumped over it and he left his helmet there. Well, I've been there for like 20 minutes going because they were searching for the guy in that temple.
Yeah.
And then also behind Circle K and all that. Well, I came back over. There's about 4 cop cars in the Circle K parking lot. And I went and took a video of the helmet and then behind the Circle K. And this cop gets out of his car and he says, Sir, you need... And then the other cop next to him said, hey, he's fine. Just let him do his thing.
Cool.
They used to mess with me a lot, but they don't really mess with me too much anymore.
So did you catch the footage when that car took out about 4 cars on a cop car at Taco Feliz?
No.
That's been, I don't know, probably 6 months or better ago.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, a car, I don't know if it was running or it was hot or stolen or what, but yeah, he I don't know if he took the corner wrong or what, but he wiped out like 4 cars from Taco Police parking lot, and one of them happened to be a cop.
Oh,
So because it was a
crap.
cop involved, they had the whole neighborhood blocked off with the helicopters and everything.
Yeah. If I hear helicopters, I'm getting out of bed. I was in bed. I'm getting out of bed because that means it's something major,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Yeah, they're looking for somebody on foot when they bring out the helicopters.
yeah.
Yeah, somebody told me, I don't know if this is true, but you know when they shine those spotlights, they said that they have facial recognition when they do that.
Oh, do they?
I'm asking.
Well, I don't
Is
know.
that true?
It might be. I don't know.
Somebody told me that the other day because I was sitting there, and they, you know, they drive by and they shined up, and then somebody told me, yeah, when they shine like that, they have a thing that has facial recognition.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know if that's true or not. I have to research it and see, or if you research it, let me know if you find out if it's true
Oh,
or
yeah,
not.
I'll find out. I'll talk to one of the cops and find out.
They're always shining through here because of this house.
This one here?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, I was at like Gary Way and 19th Avenue, the new houses over in there, and the cops had like streets blocked off and stuff, and I didn't get it on film, but I went back in there. I found a road that was open. I went back and it was a cul-de-sac, and they had a cop with them bright lights, you know. So I went beside him to turn around, and he banged on my car with his flashlight, which I do have a video where I cussed a cop out for doing that. And he said, what are you doing? I said, just driving around. He said, and I had my lift light on. And he said, are you picking someone up? And I said, no. What are you doing? I'm driving around. Well, what are you doing over here? He said, it's suspicious that you're driving around where all the cops are.
So I'm curious.
And I said, well, is that a crime? And he said, no, it's suspicious though. He said, give me your ID. I said, you didn't get my ID. He said, well, you don't have to give me your driver's license, but you do have to give me your name and date of birth. I said, if I ain't committed a crime, you ain't getting nothing. And he said, I said, am I being detained? He said, yeah. I said, get your sergeant over here before you do something stupid. He thought about it for a minute, and he said, okay, you're free to go.
See, most people don't know their rights.
No, and that's why we do this. That's one reason that we do it.
Most people don't know their rights.
I do it for the media, you know, the news, but I also do it to share with people that, you know, minus a crime, there's no such thing as a stop an ID state. Minus a crime, you never have to show ID unless you've done like a traffic infraction.
Right.
Even a passenger in a car, if the driver gets pulled over, a lot of times the cop will ask the passenger for their ID. You don't have to give it to them. They have to suspect you of an actual crime. Suspicion is not a crime.
See, down here,
So-
they're constantly stopping people on the street and asking for their IDs and detaining them until they get verification who they are.
Yeah, and if
Constantly.
somebody knew their rights, they could sue the crap out of them for that. That's Fourth Amendment violation. So, and the thing is like people don't know their rights, but cops don't know our rights very well either. A lot of them. So, I mean, they're learning,
And they're not very polite
but
either.
yeah, a lot of times they're not.
They treat everybody as they're the worst.
Yeah,
They don't. What am I trying to
There's-
say?
there's some cool cops here that I've got to know, but there's some that are just
They don't try
got
to
power trips.
to judge the situation. They just
Right.
assume the worst all the time.
Yeah.
And treat everybody the worst all the time.
Yeah,
Especially right here.
yeah. Yeah, and see, he knew when I told him, "Give me your sergeant." He knew, oh, okay, I'm stepping over the line. Now there was a time that they just they see a guy walking down the street, they'd pull over and check his ID, but nobody knew any different because of these videos. The cops are learning, hey, we can't just take people's ID. That's their ID. No
Right.
crime. If there's no crime, I can't demand an ID. So they're learning that. They've learned that through a lot of these videos. Some police academies use these videos to train their cops on First Amendment rights.
Cool.
So, not mine. I'm not as aggressive as some of my friends are. You know what I mean? But they've used. One guy, he actually goes around the country. He's a First Amendment activist, and he just goes around the country and talks to cops, not in academy, but just in a big meeting, and shares with them stuff. And, and cops, they can't know all the laws, but they ought to know the basic ones, like my freedom.
Right. That should be the first one they learn when they're dealing
Yeah.
with people on the street, and then that's what they do. They deal with people on the street.
And what we do is, it's First Amendment activists. So people think, oh, free speech, but there's 5 elements to the First Amendment, and free press is one of them. Matter of fact, you see my shirt? It says press. Everybody, the Constitution doesn't say you have the right to free press if you work for NBC News.
Right.
If you got a camera and can disseminate information to the public, you're press. And matter of fact, I call mine free press. I call theirs bought and paid for press. The news you see on TV, but like I say, there's when I first started, yeah, I got in run-ins with the cops and stuff like that. But then over time, I would try to talk to them, bridge the gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And now I'd say 70% of the cops in South Phoenix are really cool to me. So, and I don't try to interfere. I don't like get in their way or yell at them or anything like that. I just do my thing. But everybody has their own style. Like I say, I have a friend of mine. He's very aggressive, but he's made a lot of change too, though. You know what I mean? In courts and stuff. He's been arrested several times, but he's made actual change in laws and things like that. So, but I guess I'm a little more laid back. So. How's the kids? I heard they were back over. Are they the one with you?
They never left.
Oh, they never left? Oh.
Aaron did for a few years. He moved to Texas when Toby was still young.
Yeah.
Aaron was just barely like 19, I think, when he went to Texas. He was there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. Toby was 17 when he came back. And Toby's gonna be, this is an even year, right? Toby's gonna be 26, so I guess Aaron's been back going on 8 years. Toby moved out of state. He went to Colorado. Was there for a couple months, and then from Colorado they went to Indiana. I think Indiana. He was there for a couple months, and then he came home. So they're both here.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed. Looks like all this action's over. So
All right.
I'll see you at church in the morning.
All right. Love you, bro.
Love you, hon. Good to see you. All right, guys.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just a bill that you can send over here.
That's the bike, guys.
Okay, sounds good. How far out is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's I actually got remember the hijacking that took place and it ended, or the carjacking
Yeah.
ended over here. I was down here and
You got a video of it?
yeah, I think it was channel 10 or 12. They used my footage.
Oh wow, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, so but
Did they already give you the rundown on it's stolen?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was Stone. Did he how far did he come from? Did you guys chase him for a while or
I found it like Central and Dobbins. So
Oh.
not too far.
yeah. Yeah, this is like the second time that someone ran from a motorcycle and they end up over
It's,
here.
it's always this house, trust me.
That's what all the neighbors tell me the same thing.
Alright, I think this is long.
All right, stay safe, brother. Well, guys, wish I could have gave you a little more action, but so just like that, you know, I've had dealing with this officer before. He's usually pretty cool, and you know, more and more they're like giving me the lowdown on the story and stuff like that. So, you know, what happened. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, somebody ran from the cops on a motorcycle. Yeah, they caught him, but they're just waiting on a tow truck now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did
so
not hurt or anything?
no, they ended up catching up with him, and they there's only one cop left there now. He's just waiting on a tow truck.
Okay, well, thank you
So,
for the heads up.
oh, you bet. Crap. Sorry guys, I gotta use my phone to see where my key goes in. Oh. So yeah, Kebra, I don't know if you're still here or not, but for the first time ever, I was like, I refused an ID to a cop. I've never had to refuse one before. They've never asked me for one. And I think you might have heard me telling Cheryl M, hey, yeah, you just missed all the action. Well, I didn't get a whole lot of action anyways, but I kind of got here right after the helicopter left. And but I was just sharing with people, you know, I've been doing this for, I don't know, I think it's almost 3 years now, or 2.5. And I got to do my first ID refusal, and I couldn't get my phone on fast enough before the cop said, okay, you can go, because I told him he's messing up, that he ain't getting my ID and all that. And he wasn't being like an asshole about it, but he did figure out that I wasn't going to give him my ID, and he knew that I didn't have to. So there's Keebler. So it was disappointing though that after all this time, I didn't get my first ID refusal on camera. So. And I was trying to pull it up on my phone as he had me stop, but it was in my car. But I'll try to get it next time if there is one. So the thing about like South Phoenix is that, you know, I don't really have a whole lot of run-ins with the cops here anymore. I mean, they pretty much let me do my thing now, and they, you know, I think they even let me get closer than what they normally would on some stuff, and you know, which is a good thing. I know it don't get the clicks and views, you know what I mean, that you know, having big confrontations would, but hey, it's, you know, hey, what we're doing is working though, somewhat. Yeah, the cop, he said, because there was cops that had a bunch of roads closed off, and I happened to get down one that wasn't, and there was a cop in a cul-de-sac, had his bright-ass lights on. I couldn't see, and so I went down there right next to him to turn around in the cul-de-sac, and he banged on my car with his flashlight. And I hate that, man. I have a video where I cussed a cop out, man. It was a couple years ago, but for banging on my car with his flashlight. But anyway, I just rolled my window down, and he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just driving around. What are you doing here? I'm just driving. He said, are you picking someone up? Because I have my ride share light on. I said, no, I'm not picking anybody up. I'm just driving around. And he said, well, that's pretty suspicious. You're over here around where all the cops are at, you know. And I said, am I being detained? He said, yeah, I need your driver's license. I said, you're not getting it. And he said, well, you don't have to give me your driver's license, but you have to give me your name and date of birth. I said, I'm not. I said, what crime have I committed? He said, well, you're being suspicious. I said, that ain't a crime. I said, am I still being detained? He said, yeah. And I said, you better get your sergeant over here before you do something that you shouldn't. And he thought about it, and he ended up just letting me go. He said, oh, you're free to go then. So I was like, crap, and I was trying to pull it up on my phone at the same time. So, do I have a thing around? You know what? You could work with the news and stuff to where they'll use your videos on the Stringer app. Is that the same thing? Because like when I did that hijacking or carjacking thing, I mean, I did an interview with every news station in Phoenix, including Telemundo, and Channel 10 ended up using my footage for it. Asked them to put my channel name up, you know, whenever. Yeah, they post what they want and you choose to complete it. Oh, okay. And I heard you can get paid for it and everything too, is what one guy was telling me. He said it depends on what it is. Like if it's you can get paid from $20 to $100. Yeah, I'll have to check more into that. One guy was telling me if you get something that's like major, like he just mentioned a few things, but he said if you get something really major, he said you can make a lot of money from it. But yeah, if it's $20 to $100, I mean, hey, it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, this area, there's never a dull moment down here in South Phoenix. And So I'm yes, you know, the thing is though, it's kind of funny, Keebler, is that South Phoenix, when I was growing up here in the 90s, South Phoenix was the worst part of Phoenix. People wouldn't even come down here. And, you know, and I mostly grew up right here, but they wouldn't even come into South Phoenix. But it's changed now. Now South Phoenix, I think, is better to live than a lot of the rest of Phoenix is, especially West Phoenix. Like Glendale used to be like a nice town, man, but now, shoot, I wouldn't live in Glendale. There ain't no way. Of course, back in the 90s, like every neighborhood had its own gang, you know, and all these gangs were fighting each other. So the violence was a little more out, just right out there in the open, you know. But now, you know, gangs are like huge now. You know, like every street's got their own gang now. So. But I will say this, Arizona is growing like crazy, man. Phoenix is the 5th largest city in the country, population-wise. We're also the most populated capital city in the country. But, man, all these people moving here are moving here with a whole different mentality than what I grew up with, you know. Oh, did you, Cheryl? Yeah, you wouldn't recognize it now. I mean, a lot of people call it zombie land. I mean, yeah, there's the zombies walking around everywhere, but man, over there, it's rampant like crazy. It's just, yeah, but, you know, like I say, it's just a whole new mentality here in Phoenix. I mean, people are coming from, a lot of people from, nothing against people from Chicago or people, you know, from California, nothing against people from there, but a lot of people are moving here and just changing the whole mentality that I grew up with here. And crime has just skyrocketed. So, down the street from Pizza Hut and 7-Eleven. Was that over close to the freeway? My brother lives in Glendale, but he lives in it's a pretty nice area. It's like a trailer park, but it's, you know, for people over 55 or something like that. So it's pretty quiet where he lives at. And, you know, the thing about Arizona is, you know, we, near the airport. Okay, I know where you're talking about. Yeah, the thing is too, is like, you know, I grew up carrying guns. I mean, you know, Arizona really doesn't, it's a constitutional carry state. So you don't have to have a permit to carry concealed or open. I mean, if you buy a gun from a licensed dealer, you have to do a background check, of course, but you know, if you buy one from a friend, you don't have to. But, you know, and, you know, when I grew up, people, like, you might hear of a murder, like someone getting shot like every couple weeks or 3 weeks or something like that, you know. But now it's like multiple times a day people are getting shot here in Phoenix now. It's just a whole different place than, you know, than what I grew up. And maybe I'm naive. Maybe it was bad back then too, but you just didn't hear about it as much, maybe. Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I got church in the morning, so I got to get up early, and then I got to go to work after that. So hopefully maybe I can catch something out on the street tomorrow afternoon to go live on. Keebler, I hope you feel better. And Shirley, I'm always good to see you. Appreciate your support and everything, and be looking for your I forget what you go live. and I always forget when it is. I get the notification for it, but then I don't see it right away. So Keebler, Shirley M, I sure appreciate you guys, man. Y'all have a great night and a better tomorrow, and we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all take care now.